It's Week 15 of the NFL. And here's J.C. Horn.
BA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Today we've got an NFC South matchup as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they come into this one off a bit of a clunker last time out, a loss that ended their 5-game winning streak. Set to go, Young Wei Koo ready to do the honors. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. And he returns this to the 22. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. This 2nd and 4. Ready. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll get it up near the 35, right to 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down. The Panthers had 6 and 7, a game under 500 on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And a pretty good pass there as it enters across midfield and down to the 46. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, there was plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run with Sanders up the middle, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 52 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Ready? They go play action. Young. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
Now a 2nd down throw for Young. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And they work this near the 5 when he stopped at the 6. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
On 2nd down, Young. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
Young with it, 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while, but when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. The Falcons ready to go to work here on offense. And at the helm in his 2nd season, Charles, it's Desmond Ridder.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ridder gets them ready at their own 25-yard line. Meanwhile, Ridder's throw into the hands of Pitts here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 1st down gains.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. You look at this Carolina defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5. That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
He's going to field this at the 4. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Pass the 20 for a short gain, 2nd down. Damian Wilson in on the stop.
4 yards on the pickup.
Let's go now.
2nd and 6 at the 21-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Panthers 3, Falcons 0.
Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Here we go.
Now Young. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, we're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Give him 30 yards there.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Smith, red. Set.
A give running left. It's Sanders to the 36-yard line. Stop there.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd down, Young. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Adam Thielen, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10.
Check pitch.
They begin the drive with Robinson. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Ready.
Ritter will set up to throw it. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. And this will be a Falcons first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
Opposite. Green.
An 8-yard pickup.
Check white. Blue check. Yellow. One.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. These two teams, they met in Atlanta earlier in the year with the Falcons winning that game. So a win here in Charlotte would give them the season sweep. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Off the play fake, it's Ritter. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to fourth down. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is taken at the 15. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Well, Bryce Young and the Panthers' offense set to go back to work. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Young off the play fake. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Ready.
Now Young. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Here is Young. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Falcons will take over here just shy of the 30.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. 1st down, here's Ritter. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Ritter. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. They haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. Oh, and that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. On now to punt. Here's Bradley Pinion. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. This to the former Falcon, Hayden Hurst. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Final play of the half, Young. And his throw is incomplete. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. Plenty to look forward to in that early window, one being a noontime start up in Green Bay. A big one for the Packers as they'll face off against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The 4 o'clock games have some intrigue as well, especially up in Buffalo, where it'll be the Bills taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Finally, Monday Night Football, 2 of the most successful franchises of this new millennium. 8 Super Bowls between them, the Chiefs and Patriots from Foxborough. What a treat to watch the rookie in that first half. The #1 overall pick, Bryce Young. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead. Each team making their final preparations for this second half. We're about ready too, as we'll send you back up to Charlotte and rejoin Brandon and Charles at Bank of America Stadium.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Opposite, green, set.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Ritter now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, that's how you convert on third down with an explosive gain of 34. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Ritter. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's Ritter. This is caught. Touchdown. Kyle Pitts, a 7-yard touchdown ground. And the Falcons have cut it back within a score. So it took them a little while, Charles, but now they have their first points of the game, and they come here in this third quarter.
And more often than not, Brandon, when that happens, you find yourself down 21, 28 points and not really with a lot of hope, but with that touchdown, they're right back in this game.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
That throw by Young incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. They'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. But that run going to put him over 100 yards now for the ball game as well.
Yeah, he's really had his way so far, and that's just more of the same right here. All he needs, just a little crease, and off he goes.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
At the 34-yard line.
Ritter off the play fake. Right back to Pitts again. And Pitts is going to pick up a Falcons first down as he'll get this up to the 39. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Check. Yellow. Line. Switch. Yellow. Hut.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Ready.
Ritter back to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Caught that one from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Ritter to throw it, and that will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. This offense returns to the field, and the former Penn State star Miles Sanders, we're going to look at him. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. 44 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
At the 22-yard line.
Second down, back to Sanders. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4.
Striker, 3-3.
Third down, Young from the gun. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And taken right at the 35. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. On first down, Ritter. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. And Pitts is going to pick up a Falcons first down as he'll get this down to the 41. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Ready?
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Check pitch. Black block. Opposite. Green.
Robinson, he'll try the left side. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
White. Blue. Check. Yellow. Line. Switch. Yellow. Smith. Red.
Second down throw coming for Ritter. No, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast. But sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
And a lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it.
Check pitch. Black block. Opposite. Green.
On 3rd and 1, it's Ritter. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Raheem Blackshear now to return it. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
Shot. 17.
throwing. Young. They'll air one out deep for Mingo. And got his man complete. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Mingo with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Ritter will set up to throw it. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Ready?
Working from the gun, Ritter. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And this offense on third down today, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw once more. Here's Ritter. Throw out wide is incomplete.
And I think we're about to see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. 4th down, big play. Here's Ritter. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. Sanders shaking and baking. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 153 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Let's go now. Set, huh?
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Ready.
Another run with Sanders. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Ready.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he will have a Panther first down. And it is celebration time on that sideline, and they've earned it. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
Ready.
Sanders will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And this is where the mental part of the game comes into play. Defense is out of timeouts. Just hold on to the football. No sense really trying to score. They should be able to run this one out.
Ready.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Panthers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
And that right there is a definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101? Check that box.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll set up a throw. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Carolina, they get back to 500 now as the win moves them to 7-7. And they'll get another home date next week as the Packers will come to town. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.